Coming up on Mountain News this morning, more folks are recovering from Monday morning's severe weather as they continue to move on from February's flood. And a new program wants to help set you up for success when it comes to finding a job.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Wednesday to you, Mountain family. My name is Amelia Lee, here with you on this April 2nd, and the time is now 5 o'clock, which means it's time to check in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal today for a look at that forecast. Megan, I know we've been talking about some rain. I even asked you before we started this morning about those rain chances. So what are we looking at for our day today?
Well, we're looking clear for this morning. Could see some sprinkles this afternoon, but as we're heading into the nighttime hours and into Saturday, that's when we're starting to track those heavy rain chances as well as some storms in the forecast. Now, for this morning, what you need to know in terms of temperatures, though, we're starting off on the warmer side, mainly 10 degrees plus warmer than this time yesterday, 20 degrees warmer if you're in Logan, Clintwood, and Wise. Here's a look at those actual temperatures, mainly sitting in the 50s, seeing some 40s out there, 43 for Hazard and Ashland, and if you're in Clintwood, 37 degrees, a little bit chillier. As you head into the afternoon, we'll see those temperatures dramatically increase to the 80s. Now, we will see some upper 70s for our Virginia counties, but overall it is going to be a warm day. Here's a look at that satellite and radar, just looking at those clouds moving through the area. Again, having a sprinkle chance this afternoon and then a storm chance as you're heading into the overnight hours. We'll hit that high temperature around 4 o'clock today. Amelia.
Thank you, Megan. Well, more severe weather recovery is taking place in an area already hammered by historic flooding earlier this year. Strong winds caused damage to homes in Pike County. Andrew Colgrove has a look at the damage.
We were all scared.
My phone went off.
Neighbors along Redbird Lane in Pikeville got an early, frightening wake-up call a little after 2 a.m. Monday.
It sounded like a train a coming.
Phone notifications warned of incoming dangerous weather.
It scared me like that because it happens so fast.
We're gonna have to go in and take like sheetrock down.
Tina Allen lives next door to her daughter, son-in-law, and 3-year-old granddaughter who just moved into this house in October.
We were all freaked out.
Tina got into her closet with her dog right before it hit.
They say, you know, a tornado always sounds like a freight train, and and that's what it sounded like. You could hear it.
Trees were brought down, several homes were damaged, and half the roof of Tina's daughter's house was stripped away.
My daughter, I was on the phone with her, and she's like, Mom, she's like, you know, there's metal flying by my sliding door right now.
Parts of the roof and debris were sent flying through the neighborhood. As you're waiting in the closet with your dog, what's going through your head as you're hearing all this hitting?
Just thinking like I'm going to be blown away, you know, and surprised that I wasn't.
After heart rates returned to normal, immediate relief, nobody was hurt.
Thank God we're all safe, we're fine. It could have been a whole lot worse.
Now, fortunately for these people, this is a neighborhood that was not hit by the flooding in February. It did get very close to here, but they are grateful as they work on this cleanup effort. They're not having to contend with the flood cleanup on top of that. Andrew Colgrove, WSAZ, Pikeville.
Tina says friends and a roofing crew came to that house early Monday morning before the sun even came up to put a tarp and plastic cover where the roof was ripped off to minimize water damage. Well, a fourth person died from a fire that swept through a southern Kentucky home nearly 2 weeks ago. Brian Puddett died from his injuries in the March 18th fire. The fire also claimed the lives of his mother, daughter, and brother. His family says he suffered burns all over much of his body and would have never completely recovered.
Brian is going to be best remembered for being the jokester and the life of the party. If you were down, he was going to make you laugh.
His family says he died a hero because he was an organ donor. Visitation services will start at 10 this morning with the funeral at 1. Everything is out Southern Oaks Funeral Home in Somerset. A jury convicted a Corbin woman in connection with the death of her 3-year-old daughter. Alexandra Ward was convicted on charges of complicity to murder and complicity to strangulation. The crime happened back in 2023 when Ward's boyfriend, Jordan Taylor, beat up Amora Smallwood. Taylor pleaded guilty and was sentenced for his role in the case last October. Formal sentencing for Alexandra Ward was set for April 21st. A Jackson County man who police say took a teenager from Pulaski County to West Virginia was indicted on federal child pornography charges. Michael Moon faces 1 count of possession of child pornography and 1 count of receipt of child pornography. Last month, police responded to a report of a missing child in the Nancy area. Police later said that the child was found safe in West Virginia and returned to their family. A McCreary County woman is facing charges after police say they found drugs on her. It happened when police stopped at a gaming hall and saw Anna Sexton inside. Police then discovered that Sexton had removed a bag that contained a crystal substance appearing to be meth. Police say Sexton tried to pull away and resist arrest. She was then arrested and taken to the Knox County Detention Center. Shaping Our Appalachian Region is launching a new program. The Eastern Kentucky Runway Program is now open for applicants across 12 counties in Eastern Kentucky, with a focus on helping people 25 to 54 years old who are unemployed and not actively seeking work. The program offers essential resources like training, childcare, and transportation. Program Officer Will Warren says it's about more than just getting folks a job.
We have empowerment coaches that are going to be holding individuals accountable, but also walking along, helping them navigate resources. But we also have peer mentors that are going to be providing that day-to-day touch points, that support system through not only up into employment, but throughout their careers through employment.
The program, which is supported by a $50 million grant, aims to place 1,500 people in jobs during the next 4.5 years. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, experts say incoming tariffs might hurt more than just the price of a car, with many saying repair and insurance fees are the next thing to go up.
And storm chances enter the forecast tonight and will continue through the rest of the week.